known as, and you need to reflect it on your social media. Okay, and it has got to be uniform on different platforms. For example, on your YouTube, okay, the way the message you convey needs to be the same on Facebook, need to be the same on Twitter. You need to be the same person on different platforms. You cannot be a different person. Otherwise, your personal brand, you cannot forge a personal brand. Everybody here is a business. Okay, I just want to emphasize this point. Is every one of you here, you are a business. You do not need to look for other business. You are a business. Now your goal is to how you can run your own business. Okay, so if you are your own business, so that means what? That means you need to be very active in searching for either some other jobs, because if you're your own business, that means looking for jobs. It should be your business job, which is what your job is supposed to do is to look for a job. Looking for a job should be your full-time job. Okay, so you need to treat that job searching seriously. Think of it as your full-time jobs. I know some of you probably have jobs ready, but if you have some jobs that you don't like, and you want to look for some jobs in your industry, let's say in accounting, then you need to take that as a full-time jobs, day and night, to search for it. Try to find a way to impress the employers. Okay? Do not just, which is what I see a lot, is copy and paste and forward it to mass employers and expecting to get some replies. That shouldn't be the way. Okay? Social media presence is where I myself create a lot of leads. Are you guys familiar about this term leads? So leads is just So leads is just really about some potential clients. Okay. Now, when people look into my profile, what they see is that they see someone with a personal sort of relationship. It's more intimate, rather than I promote myself as someone working for a company. You know what I mean? Because I have that personal touch with my potential clients. So if you got this personal brand going on, it will make it very easy for you to either to look for a job in future, as well as to look for some potential sales. Let's say next time if you are working in accounting or sales, and you're trying to look for clients. Let's say your boss said, "I want more clients from you. Give me more clients. Otherwise, I need to fire you." And that is the nature. Is if you do not give your business enough business, the employer is gonna sack you. That's just the nature of the jobs. So if you do not give enough, you just have to leave. So when I come to work, I see myself as, what can I do for this company? What more business can I bring? Okay, I do not come across as, what can business bring to me? How much pay am I going to get? How much salary they're going to pay me? Which is what I see a lot of people nowadays think. They think, oh, I shouldn't go for this job. This job pays me so little. Oh, this job pays me better, so I should go for that job. That's a very wrong mentality to get. Okay? Because if you have nothing to offer, nobody's going to hire you. I'll guarantee you that. And even if they hire you, they're going to sack you very soon. That's just the nature. Because I do hire, and my director, we do hire a lot of people, and we also let go a lot of people. Because what they promise and what they do is so different. I mean, I got this, I got that, I have so many clients, this and that. Show me, there's nothing. At the end, 2-3 months, nothing. So we have to let it go. So, back to the point, social media presence, you need to be uniform across different platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. You've got to use it to your advantage. Okay? If you want, this is my other suggestion, you should create a Facebook just for work purpose, and another Facebook just for, let's say if you want some personal thing, you can keep separate. But those two shouldn't be together, because otherwise the employer look at that, they'll be, I don't want to hire this person. Okay? So that is tip number 1, social media presence. Any questions so far?
Can I clarify that?
Sure.
So you're saying that you want people to be consistent, but then you're suggesting that they have 2 separate Facebook accounts.
Yeah,
If they want to separate their private life, then they use.
You separate your private life with your
Right.
yeah, because otherwise, unless you are happy with that, sometimes they're not just looking at LinkedIn. They look at way more than just LinkedIn, Facebook as well. Okay, that's just the nature. So if I have someone who's looking for a job in my place, I want to look across different platforms. I want to see who they are. And if I see some funny pictures, of course, I don't want to judge a book by its cover, but unfortunately, that's just the way it is. People do judge a book by its cover. Okay? I'm just telling the truth. Is it clear? Or?
Yes, I think so. And we were talking earlier about the importance of having not feeling afraid to share your passions, but equally thinking about what is available and in your social media, and also LinkedIn in particular for professional.
Yeah. But like I said, it's not just LinkedIn.
Sure.
So many other platforms they're going to look at. The next one is phone etiquette. I know everybody has a phone. Okay? But I'm very sure not everybody knows how to use a phone. Okay, I think, now what do you use a phone for? So what do you use a phone for? Call who?
Call, texting,
Sorry?
call my friends, family.
Friends. Who else do you call?
Family business.
Business. Okay, so this is the machine right here. Okay, this is where the money comes in, and this is where the business. Yeah, money comes out. Yes, absolutely. Okay. So the way you use the phone, it matters so much. I think people underestimate the importance of that. So when let's say for example, when I have new staff coming in, the first thing I train them is always how to use a phone. How do you speak on the phone? Because as much as you think you know how to use a phone, it's not that simple. Especially if, for example, you use a phone to call an employer. Hi, my name is blah blah blah. I look into your advertisement on country or sick. Very interested in it. Following is a brief summary of my profile. Do you consider me for the position? Here's the thing. A lot of people simply follow the path of sending email, and then waiting for the reply. Okay? For me, if I want a job, first thing I do, I call. I pick up the phone. Let's say I list out, following other employers that I like to work with or I like to work for. Next thing I'm going to call. Of course, I need to identify who to call. So I list out, this is the company, this is the name of the person I'm going to call, this is the phone number. And I'm going to go through that. I'm going to call them first. I'm not just going to do the usual pathway of sending email and waiting for the result. By the way, whatever I'm going to say today is very unconventional. Okay? So some of you might be like, really? But it comes from my own experience. It comes from my other people that I train. They have extreme good results by doing different things. If 90% of your classmates doing certain things, you need to stay away from that. You need to try not to do what others people do, because otherwise you're just one of them. You just know different. Be unique. Be different. Everybody is a different person, but somehow we have been kind of commoditized. We have turned into something that, if I'm a platform accountant, I need to have this. Be different. Show your unique side. Show a bit of, what makes you stand out. That is how you stand out. And one of them is to use the phone. So if I have some guy calling me, Leo, I saw your ads on Facebook, man, really love the job. Do you think I'm good for that? I mean, this guy is different. Then I want to talk more with that. Rather than I go through a list of resume. I just find it hard. As well as my director, also other employers that I talk with. They do not want, to do too much jobs by going through every single resume. If you can make their job simpler, just by talking to them, they might, if they like you, man, they might even get you the job immediately on the phone. Or land you an interview immediately. So the way you use the phone is important, okay? I mean, I can talk the whole day on this, but skip it for now. Number 3 is be early and stay late. So what I mean is when you come for an interview, come in early and stay a bit late. Or when you go for a job, come to the job early, stay late. The problem with people nowadays is, oh, it's 5 p.m., it's time to go. You know, oh, I can't stay longer, they don't pay me for this. This is the biggest mistake people make. It's what you do after 5 p.m. that's what matters. Because if you just come and work, gotta go. That's not the way it should be. And I see that so many times. And that's the worst way to impress someone. Okay? The way we do it is in our company is we have a probation period, usually 2 weeks. We not give them 1 month, 2 weeks. So within the 2 weeks, and if I see them come in late and leave early, or sometimes leave on time, I don't like that. I mean, even though let's say he might do the job, I just don't feel his commitment. I feel he treats the workplace like a workplace. Again, this is a concept that probably you guys never heard. You should treat a workplace like a place for you to develop yourself, not a workplace. So if you go to work, this is the place where I can develop myself, not just a place for me to get paid. Okay, so just remove all that getting paid things. If you cannot contribute, don't even think about getting paid. Who's going to pay you? Where's the sales? There's no sales, there's no business. There's no business, there's no you. You know? You cannot work here. So be early and stay late. The next one is leaving the interview. Okay, I know some of you when you go for an interview, you impress the employer. Man, I got this and that. You're very good at the start. Okay? And by the time you leave in a not very professional way. You leave without any impression. The leaving part is actually sometimes more important than the first part when you came in the interview. Okay? You must leave with an impression, good impression, that this is my job. I want this job. I'm the best person for this job. You should hire me. There's no reason why you're not hiring me. I have so many to bring to the table. I can help you with this, with this, with this, with this. I can bring you so many clients. I have good network with employers, with business. Hire me. I'm the best. Why don't you say that? Why are you not proud of yourself? This is something that I'm trying to promote. Is you should be proud of yourself. Regardless if you have a lot of experience or not a lot of experience. Be proud of yourself. Because what you got is unique. There's no person like you in any chance in millions of years. There will not be any individual like you. Be proud. Okay? So leaving the interview, very important. Probably you can leave a card, say thank you for the interview, on the table. Something different. Thank you for letting me. Just put the card in front of me. Thank you so much for interviewing me today. I know you're busy. Thank you for spending time with me today. Why don't people do that? The next one is know before you go. Okay? Know before you go. So as simple as this. If you go to an interview, you better know a lot about the business. You need to. You must. So many times people come to me, oh, Leo, I've got this. And I'm like, do you know anything about the company? No. Like, what? That is the worst start. If you don't know about the company, then how can you help the company? So you need to do a research about the company, look into their company profile, look into the website, see how, let's say if you apply as a marketing specialist, look into their website, find out how can I improve the website. Leo, I saw your website the other day, man. I think there's these few things you can improve. Your search engine, your social media presence, list me out. I be, oh, this guy actually takes some time to look into my company profiles, look into my social media presence, and actually give me feedback. That's extremely valuable, and I'm very impressed with that. If I see someone coming with, preparation, so know before you go. Okay. The next one, over-promise, over-deliver. Have you guys heard the saying called under-promise, over-deliver? I guess probably some of you have heard that. Has anyone heard that before? under promise, that is the normal thing, right? So what it means under promise over deliver is you pretty much just be humble, do not talk much, but you exceed the expectation. That is the usual way to do it. I don't want you to do that. Over promise, over deliver. You know what it means by over promise? So what it means, for example, I will come into a job say, I'm gonna bring your search engine to #1 page on Google. I'm gonna make sure you have 5,000 likes within the first 3 months. I'm gonna make sure you have 1,000 more subscribers on YouTube page within the first quarter of the year, whatever it is. That's called overpromise. Okay? Now, because you overpromise, and if you are an ethical person, you are obligated to overdeliver. I'm talking about ethical people, though. So you are the good people. Since you overpromise, you have no other chance but to overdeliver. Because you do not want to shame yourself. Man, I say that, but do you think I can do it? Because you are an ethical person, you have to overdeliver. And by the time you deliver it, even though you might not reach it, but at least you 70% of it, which is pretty good, really. So overpromise, overdeliver. Do not underpromise, overdeliver. That is normal. I don't want you to be don't want to be normal. Be crazy. That's what I mean. And crazy is a good thing, by the way. Why not? Be crazy. Be different. Be a bit out of the box. I want to see that in someone that comes to me. I do not want to see, same standard. Oh, that guy is different. Be different. Be crazy. Do not be normal. But crazy here, not like mentally crazy, I'm talking about. No? Be different. That's what I mean. Okay, the last one. You need to meet the decision maker. How many times when you go for a job interview, or how many times when you send an application, you send it to an HR person, or just send it to a standard resume, standard email that they give you? How many times you do that? They are not the decision maker. I know they're an influencer. Sometimes they are the decision maker, but a lot of times they need to ask for the CEO. They need to ask for a bigger boss for permission. Okay. For example, this lady will be, boss, I have listed, this is the shortlisted people. Which one do you like? Before they're going to make an official hire. So instead of going to the influencer, I'm not saying that they are not important, but you need to target the decision maker, the big boss, the one on top, the one who makes the decision, who writes the check, who pays you every week, every month. Those are the people you need to meet. You need to talk, email them, call them, come and see them, personal visit them. Why not? What are you afraid of? Rejection? Man, I'm going there. They might not like me, man. I'm not impressive enough. So what? Rejection is good. You should have more rejection, guys. I'm being rejected so many times. Okay? My skin is getting so thick because I got rejected. I don't care about people who don't like me. I'm doing it for me. I'm not doing it for anybody else. Why care about them? Why care about what the employer thinks about me? After today, they're going to forget me. They're going to just think of me as one individual walking on the street. That's it. So stop caring about what people think about you. Care about what you think about yourself. It's a whole different thing. Okay, so meet the decision maker, guys. If you want to work for an accounting job, go to the accounting firm, then an appointment with the employers. If the employer is not there, who's the second in charge? Meet the second in charge until you can finally meet them. I know they will find a way not to see you. Oh, this guy here, I don't want to see him. This guy annoying. He called me so many times. He bugs here so many times. So what? You're not going to get sent to jail for going to knock on the door to look for a job. Who says I cannot go knock on 10 doors in the same doors for the same jobs? Who says I cannot do that? Nobody said it cannot. Okay, so this is something that, just the 7 tips. Can somebody recall for me what is from 1 to 7? Or if you remember?
Social media presence.
Yep. What's that? Yeah, phone etiquette, yep.
Living in the interview.
Super important. How you leave the interview. What else?
Know before you go.
No, before you go, man.
Overpromise. Over.
Yeah, you start to overpromise, my friend. Good. Do that. Good. What else?
Meet the list after this the next one.
Meet the decision maker. What is that it?
Be
Early, stay late. Okay? You gotta be early and you gotta stay late. I'm 10 minutes early every day. I'm always the earliest in my work. And I'm always the last to leave. It's not because I'm trying to impress anybody. It's because I know by doing that, I develop myself. You guys need to develop your skill first. Money will come. Skill first. If you have no skill, you cannot command for money. So stop all this. I need to get paid $30 per hour. So, stop asking for money when you, who are you? Who are you to command me that much money? Especially for graduate nowadays, this is a common thinking. They think that just because I graduate from this school, I can command for that. So wrong. Who are you? Just an individual. So this is why all the social media presence is important. Not just LinkedIn again. Not just LinkedIn. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Everything. If it's free, you gotta use it. Sometimes not free to use it if it helps, but all this media thing is free, man. Use it. Okay? I think that's pretty much it for me, Michelle.